There are several ways to connect sentences in English, and one of those ways is by using subordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions are used to connect clauses or sentences. In this video, we're going to talk about subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions connect clauses to independent clauses. The first way that you can use this type of conjunction is by writing an independent clause and then add a subordinating conjunction connected to a clause. The second way is to have the subordinating conjunction connected to a clause at the beginning and then follow it with an independent clause. In either case, the subordinating clause always comes at the beginning of the dependent clause. Remember that you will need to add a comma after the subordinating clause in the second type of sentence, where the subordinating conjunction comes at the beginning of a sentence. Subordinating conjunctions are what makes a clause a dependent clause. Let me explain. Tom went to the bank. This is a simple sentence with a subject and a verb, making it a complete sentence. This is called an independent clause. After Tom went to the bank. In this clause, we still have a subject and a verb, but now we have put a subordinating conjunction in front of that clause. This makes it a dependent clause. After Tom went to the bank is not a complete sentence by itself. In spoken English, if somebody asked you when Tom did something, you could respond with this phrase. But in written English, this cannot form a complete sentence. We need to connect it to another complete sentence like this. After Tom went to the bank, he went shopping. Here's another example. Susan is a great pianist. You can see that this sentence has a subject and a verb, making it a complete sentence or an independent clause. Because Susan is a great pianist, this phrase is not a complete or independent clause because we have added a subordinating conjunction in front of the subject and verb sentence. It is now a dependent clause. We can add it to another sentence to complete it. Because Susan is a great pianist, many people want to go to her concerts. Here are a few of the words or phrases that can be used as subordinating conjunctions. There are many more, but these are some of the more common ones. Let's look at these and use them in some sentences. The company headquarters was located in New York, although there was a branch office in Los Angeles. In this sentence, we have two complete sentences. The company headquarters was located in New York, and there was a branch office in Los Angeles. These two sentences have been connected by the subordinating conjunction, although. The subordinating conjunction, although, makes the last part a dependent clause. The experiment had been a success because all of the staff had worked very hard. Again, we have two complete sentences. The experiment has been a success, and all of the staff had worked very hard. They are connected by the word because, making the last part of the sentence a dependent clause. The participants found the activity interesting, even though there had been many different challenges involved. Again, you can see the two complete sentences connected with the subordinating conjunction, even though. The meeting will be held on Monday unless there's a change in the schedule. These two sentences are connected by the subordinating conjunction, unless. The seminar will be held, even if it rains. The subordinating conjunction here is the phrase, even if. The product will continue to be made as long as there is a demand. The subordinating conjunction here is the phrase, as long as. Each of these subordinating conjunctions makes the second sentence a dependent clause. Here are a few more. By the time the police arrived, the burglar had already escaped. Here, the subordinating conjunction has been added at the beginning of the sentence. He came home after he had finished work. Again, we have two complete sentences connected by the word after. While she studied hard, her friend slept. Here's another example of a subordinating conjunction coming at the beginning of the sentence. You can see that we've added a comma in both of these sentences. The manager gave instructions before the employees left for their assignments. Can you find the subordinating conjunction? Yes, it is the word before. The president of the company held a meeting in order that the workers could be informed of the changes. Can you find the subordinating conjunction here? The subordinating conjunction is the phrase, in order that. You can see that the subordinating conjunction can connect longer sentences together to show a connection between the two sentences. Rather than spending a lot of money, she decided to do the project herself. In this sentence, rather than spending a lot of money is the dependent clause connected to an independent clause. Here are just a few more. He decided not to go since it was raining. He came home so that he could take care of the children. The company postponed the meeting until the issue could be addressed. She started to cry when she saw the flowers. They put the new sofa where the old one used to be. He chose to go whether it was rainy or not. Again, you can see that these subordinating conjunctions connect two independent clauses, making the second sentence into a dependent clause. So to review, conjunctions connect clauses or sentences. Subordinating conjunctions connect clauses to independent clauses. There are two ways that you can write a subordinating clause, but the second type of sentence needs a comma after the subordinating conjunction and clause. Remember, the subordinating conjunction always comes at the beginning of the dependent clause. I hope you can see that subordinating conjunctions help to connect sentences and that you should try to use them in your writing. If you need help with writing essays, you might want to check out my workbooks that I have available. The link is in the description below. Happy writing!